mindful of the people around you. Ar ddiwedd y seremoni, aryswch yn ei seddau nes i'r oramdaith adael. At the end of the ceremony, please wait in your seats until the academic procession has left the auditorium. Diolch am eich cydweithrediad, mwynhewch y diwrnod. Many thanks for your cooperation. Enjoy your day. Please all rise for the procession.
Stedwch chi lawr os gwelwch yn dda, please be seated. Chair of Council, Lord Lieutenant, Council members, staff, family and friends, and most of all, graduands, welcome to this ceremony of celebration. And thank you for being here so that we may also celebrate with you. And it is a particular honour for me to be able to lead this graduation ceremony today. And as someone who spent my whole career in education, 20 years as a head teacher, it's such a pleasure to see so many people seeking to pursue qualifications and programmes that will make a difference to the lives of others. Public service, people support and coaching are such acts of optimism. It shows that you believe in someone's positive future and that you want to help them to create it. To build that framework to give them that chance to achieve and to live a good life. It may seem a long time since you completed your awards, but I'm very glad of this opportunity to celebrate all that you have achieved during a very difficult and challenging time for us all in dealing with the impact of the coronavirus of the last 2 years. We wanted to ensure that we kept our pledge to recognise your success, and that is why we are here together today. But graduands, you should not forget that your success in achieving your award is a result of continued hard work and commitment. Today, those difficult days, those anxious times may seem a distant memory. But it is because you kept going through those difficult times that you can celebrate here today. This is your ceremony, so why don't we make this a joyful occasion? Whatever you're doing at present, and no matter how old you are, you should all savor this special moment and allow yourself a sense of genuine pride. You should tell yourself, I have done well. And if you haven't done so, I would encourage you to do so. Tell yourself how well you've done. Tell yourself how great you are. And I'm not sure, showing my age, what would be the appropriate colloquialism or slang that a younger generation might use these days to describe. You may be a goat, the greatest of all time. You may be Gucci, lit or sick, any of the above. But I'd say that you've smashed it, wouldn't you? You've done really, really well. And graduation also provides the opportunity for family, friends, and staff to share in the celebrations, and for us to recognize their significant contribution in supporting you on your academic journey. And can I thank them on your behalf? Indeed. Why don't we all together clap each other, thank each other, and celebrate together this joyous occasion. As you will know, an increasing number of our students are balancing so many professional and personal commitments while also studying. Some of you have completed your awards through part-time study and through the range of programs that we offer in collaboration with employers. You will all graduate with the skills and attributes you require to make a difference in your chosen career, be it finance, sport, business, policing, human resources. Anything will make that difference, and you will make that difference also. And I hope, as you look back at your time as a student at the university, that you take with you the many friendships and happy memories of your time with us, despite the years of study not necessarily being what you envisioned. And also that your experiences at UWTSD will serve you well throughout your life. You are now one of the family, and we are here for you should you need guidance and advice in the future. And please, would you now just take a moment to think about the successful people you know or that you have come across. What set these successful people apart? Were they all born with a road of success already paid for them by family influence or affluence? I doubt it. It's more likely that successful people have gone through difficulties and setbacks just like the rest of us. The significant difference is that most of them have one common characteristic, and that is resilience. The way we deal with challenges can determine our success. In life, we experience failures. We make errors in calculation and judgment and get the rug pulled off our feet. Some never get up to try again. But being resilient means having the courage to bounce back and take risks despite adversity and initial setbacks. And here, our patron saint St David's maxim is apt. Gwnewch y pethau bychain a chedwch y ffydd. Do the little things and keep the faith. Each small and seemingly insignificant act can make a difference, and make that difference to many people. Resilience is in my mind, the essential keys to success, however you measure success. Resilient people are not paralyzed by obstacles life throws their way. They tend to look at setbacks and failures as learning opportunities to do better, and they are committed to the goals they've set for themselves and the pursuit of their dreams. Resilience doesn't make your problems go away, but resilience can give you the ability to see past them, to find enjoyment and fulfillment in life, and to better handle stress. A Japanese writer, Haruki Murakami, has once said, "Once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through and how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in." And in identifying people with this key characteristic of resilience, I believe I'm describing you and how you have succeeded in such challenging times, and more importantly, how you will succeed in future. When international events meant that your studies were turned upside down, as indeed was the world itself, you responded with focus, with determination, and you succeeded. And that is why you are here today. And because of all that you have gone through, so much more that any time that I have known, you have clearly shown supreme resilience and exemplified the characteristics of being a successful individual. And by successful, I do not mean anything in monetary sense. I mean being the best version of yourself. Always be yourself. Everyone else is taken. And as that well-known philosopher, Oprah Winfrey, has said, turn your wounds into wisdom. Stick to your values and go forward with integrity and with self-belief. Our family, the UWTSD family, has been in existence for a long time. And this year we celebrate our bicentenary. And over the past 2 centuries, the university has evolved, transforming its academic offering to respond to the needs of our communities. And we are committed to educating students of all ages and backgrounds and stimulating economic development in our region. We seek to place the learner at the heart of its mission, and in turn, the citizens of this country and beyond. Our aim is to inspire individuals to develop reflective graduates and practitioners who can make a difference in society. You, our graduates, will play a pivotal role in the promotion of social justice, economic renewal, and the development of social and cultural capital. And through our learning centres, our collaborative partnerships, the university's network extends across the UK and internationally, ensuring that it brings the best of the world to Wales and in turn takes the best of Wales to the world. And I am confident that you, those graduates in front of me at this time in Swansea, are among the best that Wales can provide. And that you will make that vital and transformative contribution to communities, to society, and to individual lives. We may in time be heads of units, heads of departments, or heads of large institutions, but we lead people. There are so many examples at present, for good and for bad, where it is so clear that people make the difference. How we behave, how we act, our attitudes and values are all crucial. And we really look forward to hearing of your continued success. Your experiences, your learning, your contributions do not stop here. And I'm convinced that in succeeding at such a difficult time for you, more than anybody, you will continue to grow and become key members of our society. Wales will be a better place, and the lives of its inhabitants will be better as a result of your actions and your leadership in future. Your people and your societal leadership will make that difference. So many, many congratulations. Enjoy today. Celebrate. If you want to whoop and holler, cheer, embarrass your family, parents, and do so. Stand tall when you walk across this stage. Enjoy that moment. We purposely design that one individual walks across that stage to enjoy his or her success. So please join in that celebration. Let's make this a really joyful experience. Formal, yes, but not necessarily serious. You have achieved so much. You deserve every praise for your achievements. And I, for one, will be honored to welcome you as graduates and to celebrate with you. And therefore, may I, on behalf of the university, thank you for joining our academic family and wish you every success for the future. Pob lwc I chi gyd a llongyfarchiadau mawr.
Gorau awen gwirionedd. Bydded hysbys I aelodau'r Brifysgol ac I bawb sydd yn bresennol y cynhelir ar y 9 ar 20 o Fawrth 2022 yma yn Ninas Abertawe gynulliadau awdurdodedig Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant I dderbyn i'w priodol raddau bersonau da ei gair sydd drwy yfrydiaeth yn y Brifysgol a thrwy ddysg, medr a dyfalbarhad wedi teilyngu'r cyfryw raddau yn unol ag ordeiniadau'r cyrff dyfarnu, gyda phob gweddi a dymuniad ar iddynt fwynhau iechyd a hir hoedl I wasanaethu eu cenhedlaeth a'i gwlad dan fendith y nef. Yna, dy oleuni a gyfyd mewn tywyllwch, a dywyllwch a fydd fel hanner dydd, a rhai a fyddant ohono ti a adeiladant yr hen ddiffeithleoedd. Gorau awen gwirionedd. The best inspiration is truth, be it known to members of the university and to all here present that authorised congregations of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, are being held here in the city of Swansea on the 29th of March 2022 to admit to their appropriate degrees worthy persons who have, through study at the university and through learning, ability and perseverance, been deemed worthy of such degrees in accordance with the ordinances of the awarding bodies, in the hope that they may be given health and long life to serve their generation and their country under the blessing of heaven. Then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Byddai'r hysbys I aelodau'r Brifysgol ac I bawb sydd yn bresennol fod Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant wedi rhoddi'r awdurdod i'r athro Medwyn Hughes neu gynrychiolydd dderbyn i'w graddau fyfyrwyr Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd raddau yn unol a rheolau'r Brifysgol. Gwelir enwau'r myfyrwyr y gellir ei derbyn i'w graddau yn y cynulliad hwn ar y rhestru preintiedig sydd wedi ei dosbarthu. Let it be known to members of the university and to all who are present that the University of Wales Trinity St David has granted authority to Professor Medwyn Hughes or his nominee to admit to their degrees students of the University of Wales Trinity St David who have qualified for degrees according to the regulations of the university. The names of the students that can be admitted to their degrees at this congregation can be found on the printed lists that have been distributed.
Anthrodelis Fithro Esganaha, Covina E.T. Ddisgybrio o Brifysgol Cymru yn Drindod Dwy Sant, a athro Rath Dothe Mwynhw Arathro. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a degree of Doctor in Philosophy. Cehindri Itan Debain. Mahmouda Begum. Catherine Mary Penaluna. Anthrodelis Ddys Heflog, Convenia E.T. Ddisgybrio o Brifysgol Cymru yn Drindod Dwy Sant, a Rathmeister yn her Calvadoddau. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Master of Arts. Caris Jane Davis. Lucy Alexandra Durnell. Ellen Hath Evans. Tia Alana Kimber. Ellis Edward Hilliard Park. Rebecca Ann Stanford. Jamie Ian Thomas. Joseph John Williams. Shalina Mahara Begum. Chelsea Ann Cohen. Nicholas James Evans. Talhu Islam. Scott Michael Francis James. Pranay Kumar Jankula. AJ Kumar. Samuel James Lockley. Joshua Anthony Luke Patterson. Rebecca Alice Reynolds. Obdeba Sabine. Charlotte Louise Scalefield. Kirsty Leanne Skelfield. Alice Maria Silva Sergi Pereira. Carl James Singleton. Jack South. David Gareth Steer. Amir Alan Thomas. Lisa Magobi Arombo. Nural Alam. Jalava Javantha de Silva. Stefan Daniel Trahan. Anthrodelis Fihe Escanho, Convelia E.T. Sgobrio o Brifysgol Cymru Undrindod Dwysant at Rethrot Diploma o Raddegdig. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a postgraduate diploma. Sean Louise Cooper. Rosalie Hunt Davis. Deborah Rhiann Kiley. Hannah Lewis. Anthrodelis Letho Esgan Heddlo, Covenia E.T. Discovery o Brifysgol Cymru Undrindod Dwysant and Arathro Discovery Authoregdig. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a postgraduate certificate. Sania Islam Kareem. Karina Gribbo. Mohammed Shasul Islam. A posthumous award is granted to Shala Ahmed. Anthrodelis is pro esgen heddlo Covenia E.T. Discovery o Brifysgol Cymru Undrindod Dwysant and Arathro Diploma CIPD Mun Urigid Dino Cumsol. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a CIP diploma in Applied Human Resources. Katie Louise Barron. Claire Louise Berner. Sarah Chislett. Lauren Davis. Kate Houston. Carla Lucy Roberts. Joanne Thomas. Natalie Thomas. Nia Wynne Williams. Anthrodilys Letho Isganhethlog, Cyfeinia E.T. Ddisgobrio o Brifysgol Cymru Undrindod Dewysant, and Arothla Radd Baglaw Ono Carvadoddau. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a degree of Bachelor of Arts. Davud Abbasi. Sagah Abed. J. Kelsey Doherty Stewart. Ambia Haig. Jordan Richards. Rodri Owen Shepherd. Alaway Missy Saloba. Peter William Bashford. Jean Michael Sagrin. Anjum Anika. Cameron Mark Bockett. Baden Bromley. Chloe Ferrero. Hannah James Hoyles. Shanna Louise Jenkins. Benjamin James John. Charlotte Louise Kokisek Yassi. Emily Caroline Miller. Phils Ogma Barnum McCobike. Samuel Olapola. Jenna Lee Alwood. Leslie Olivia Loveridge. Casey Mills. Cameron Carson. Georgia Lee Passmore. Kate Diane Oliver. Natalie Michelle Beard. Isabel Carla Davis. Leonard May Marsh. Loza Adika Ali. Lauren Ivy Louise Boyce. Millie George. Austin Lewis Benjamin Hudson. Nathan Lee Stevens. Holly Eleanor Thomas. Rini Maria Bailey. Amy Rebecca Collins. Lucy Crocker. Cadisa Catan. Gracia Martone. Ella Williams. Andre Henrique Argolas Diaz Filo. Hey. Tom Michael Drakely. Taylor Ernest Dennis Morgan. Driss Mabriti. Ronnie Youssef Temu. Megan Rita Mary Cawthorne. Gemma Araga Davis. Tracy Michelle Davis. Bethan Evans Phillips. Amy Teresa Graham. Alicia Hills. Courtney Fionn James. Catherine Joanne Job. Dee Lee Jones. Katie Rebecca Joseph. Tamara Lieti. Whitney Owen. Alexandra Paloska. Connor Derek Alan Rossiter. Megan Elizabeth Smith. Rodri Stranahan. Roxana Samaska. Rachel Felicity Thomas. Thomas John Westall. Alicia Grace Williams. Callum John Banfield. Alicia Lee Bound. Dominic Peter de Brask. Ross Fender. Ellie Georgia John. Cassie Olivia Johns. Keris Rebecca Rowe. Matthew Ewan Thomas. Olivia Catherine Griffiths. Samuel Charles Dimmock Brown. Heather Louise McFadden Jackson. Jessica Ann Rees. Jack Steele. Abby Lee Coles. Kathleen Hav Davis. Jessica Isabel Dunbar. Katerina Eatwell. Joseph Henry Amada McCalla. Shakir Mahichi Britton. James Michael Powell. Rebecca Jean Thomas. Katie Emily Tucha. Heather Walters. Marcus Wright. Lily Campbell Ball. Hannah Lucia Estrina Chappelle. Chloe Suzanne Cox. Raya Durston. Nathan Ross Edwards. Craig Anthony Michael Evans. Lewis Holly. Lowry Lewis. Thomas Matthew Lloyd. Martine Morgan. Abdullah Rabi Issa. Ewan Richards. Michael David Ridgway. Kane Daniel David Simmons. James Michael Thomas. Rhys Ewan Thomas. Courtney Mary Young. Rebecca Lloyd. Bethan Matthews. Anthropologist third proi esgantro cyfeirio ET ddisgobrio o Brifysgol Cymru undrindod dwysan and athro radd baglo on o gorfrai. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a degree of Bachelor of Science. Chloe Jane Baker. Peter Michael Barnes. Chloe Davis. Daniel Davis. Samantha Dennis. Ben Evans. Lewis Guy. Jacob Malaki. Lewis Harry Richards. Sean Roberts. Bobby Louise Stewart. Matthew Stewart. Kai Thomas Sinot. Jordan Gary Williams. Thomas Luke Davis. Letitia Nicole Damon. Sophie Sarah Evans. Sadie Jane France. Bethan Jane Francis. Maxine Benjamin James Harvey. Fionn and Harriet Humphreys. Sophia Ava Evans. Andrew Gareth James. Rachel John. Sarah Sharon Ladd. Olivia Caitlin Matthews. Hayley Megan McDowell. Callum Rees Samuel. Caitlin Selby. Zachary William Kent Shelley. Charlotte Ann Smith. Kieran Terrace Thomas. Tyler Joanne Thomas. Comahi Alan Ulett. Elan Williams. Natalie Wayne Hughes, sorry. James Alexander Young. Anthrodilus Fiprol Isgen Hella, Covenia ET, Discovery or Brifysgol Cymru, Undrindod Dwysan, Erythro Diploma Athysq. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a Diploma of Higher Education. Jasmine Cassius Sweeney. Anthrodilus the Heddra Esgethol, Covenia ET, Discovery o Brifysgol Cymru, Undrindod Dwysan, Erythro Discovery Athletic. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a Certificate of Higher Education. Callum Thomas. Mohammed Rashid Ahmed. Nagnina Bibi. Beverly Jean Evans. Fanimu Buno Olona. Adnan Faisal Shamsdin. Cordia Yasmin. Chantal Garland. Adam Owen Williams, sorry. I was reading the next one down.
You're good.
Yeah. Stacey Leanne Evans. Anthrodilus Fithro Esgan Heclog, Covenia ET, Discovery o Brifysgol Cymru, Undrindod Dwysan, Thro Diploma, Kenai Ethri. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a higher national diploma. Samuel Richard Hill. Alicia Danuta Mogga. Christoph Rogotsky. Anthrodilus they gets heddol Covenia ETs Sgubrio o Brifysgol Cymru Undrindo Dewisan and Elthro Discovery Rathdrid. Honourable Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you a student of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who's gained a graduate certificate. Carlos Guillermo Ibarra Ramadila.
Ga I ofyn I chi gyd sefyll? Can I ask the graduates, the graduands to stand, please? Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi, derbyniaf chi'ch priod raddau. By the authority of the university entrusted to me, I accept you to your appropriate awards of the University of Wales, Trinity St David.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad, dros lwyd ac yn rydedd, a'n prifysgol a'n gwlad. May your care be forever for the success and good name of our university and country.
Croeso I sefydliad Ceredigion y Brifysgol. Welcome to the Institute of Graduates.
Congratulations, you are now graduates of the University of Wales, Trinity St David. Hey! Os ydych eisiau ysgolwch yna, I can ask you to take your seats. Diolch.
Anthrodilus Dysbryd Esgan Heddlo, Cymru ET Gysbwrio o Brifysgol Cymru Undrindo Dewisan na ydyn ymbrysgol yn y sermoni hon yn y sigwmys idderbyn cymhwyster, mae ei henwi wedi angolu ongolog. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I commend to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who are not present at this ceremony, but have duly qualified for an award. The names of these students are recorded centrally.
Drwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi, derbyniaf y myfyrwyr hyn i'w dyfarniadau. By the authority of the university committed to me, I admit these students to their awards. May I ask now the Students' Union to address you.
Renowned pub. Good afternoon, everyone. We are here today to celebrate the achievements of our graduates. They have come through one of the most difficult times in living memory, and not only that they are here today to receive their award. Can you all just take a moment to realize how momentous that is? You are amazing, each and every one of you. To the staff, I want to say thank you so much for all the support you give on our students. They would not have made it without the tireless hours you have put in from academics to learning services. Today is a day of celebration, so with that in mind, I want everyone here to enjoy the day and hold their heads in pride for what they have achieved. Thank you.
Cynhyrchu bryd deron o fi wrth mae ddleddol gwyn fel adlais o trafwydd o'r fyd, yn deffro tan ei telyn fwyn serchiadau brawd o hyd o hyd. Pe byddai'n halon fel y graig i holltau'n daichion dan fy mron, a holltau'n agrau heli'r aig. Wrth y randodd gwyn, ar afadon, ar afadon. Ar afadon mwyn y byw, y lar a dros y marwolin, nad oes o'n unig o'n fan i'w, all nod i manau olaf un. Na ofer yw fy ngweli lawd, ni ferch i di daimladau bron, ond hyd cordiw ail o'n rawd a rafudithau wedyn don. Ond hyd cordiw ail o'n rawd a rafudithau wedyn don.
Lord Lieutenant, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Chair of Council, Council members, and academic staff. This is the most vibrant, exciting, enjoyable degree ceremony I've been for a long time. You're having a hell of a good time, aren't you? Well done. That's excellent, because this is your day, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Now, as a university, we are celebrating 200 years. This is where higher education started in Wales. And the colleges of Lampeter, Swansea Institute, Swansea Met, Trinity College Carmarthen, the University of Wales, Coleg Coleg Ceredigion form the University of Wales Trinity Davies Group. 200 years is a long time. But our legacy is that we have built a university on values and principles. Some wag asked me recently, were you here at the beginning? It just feels like that sometimes. But the reality is, these 200 years have highlighted a notable contribution that this university has made to the lives of people, transforming education, transforming people. And as a part of our celebration, what we have done is to identify 200 alumni of this university over the years who made an important contribution in their life, in the life of their families, but also in the life of the community and nation. It tells of their personal stories, their personal journeys. And that's important for us to read and learn about what students in this university have done over those 200 years. Today, our focus is on your story and your journey. As this university has progressed, what we have seen is a university which has become more diverse, more integrated. And what a lovely sight it is to see graduates who come from different backgrounds, and that's so important. Because let me tell you this, this university does not discriminate against students because of the colour of their skin. It does not discriminate because of what they believe and what faith systems they have, or maybe have no belief at all. This university doesn't discriminate because of people's sexual orientation. It's important to realize that we are all important and precious. The values I've got is that every individual is important and has the potential of fulfilling their gifts and their abilities. And the reality is that you come here today to graduate. This is a part of your story. It's important for you. It's important for your children. Many of you may have children, and they're looking up at parents who they feel very proud of. There are parents here who are proud of their children. Some may be relieved. But the reality is, what you've achieved doesn't only affect yourself, it affects your families. And can I say this? It doesn't only affect your families, it affects your community. It affects our nation. Because you are people who can bring about transformation and change. You are people who could be the instruments of reconciliation and hope for the future. And that is vitally important. In a world which is divided, in a world which has lost a sense of reality and purpose, and I think the pandemic and this war in Ukraine and Russia highlights that. So each one of us must ultimately do our best to bring about a better world, where individuals have the opportunity to fulfill their potential, where their gifts are not only utilized for their own means and their own family means, but for others also. Those are the values which we have established in this university. That's the culture of this university. And can I say this? I am very proud on behalf of the University Council of what you've achieved. You've had a difficult time. It's been a challenging time. There have been many hurdles, but you have succeeded. That shows resilience. That shows strength of character. That shows the ability to be able to cope with some of the most challenging periods in the history of our nation and of our country. So today, many congratulations. Well done. We are proud of you. Your parents and families are proud of you. We are proud of you because of what you have achieved. You're a credit to yourselves. You're a credit to this university. And I hope that your futures will be ones which will bring you joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Thank you very much indeed.
Lle ofn i chi gyd I sefyll I dderbyn ar faes y Brifysgol. Could I ask you all to be upstanding, please, to receive the University Standard and Mace? Diolch. Byddai'r hysbys i aelodau'r Brifysgol fod y cynulliad hwn bellach ar ben, ac y byddwn ni'n ail ymgymell yna ni nes Abertawe heno i barhau i gyflwyno graddau yn enw Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dywysant. Be it known to members of the University that this congregation is now at a close, and we shall reconvene here in the city of Swansea tonight to continue to confer the degrees of the University of Wales, Trinity St David. Hir oes i'r Brifysgol. And we shall close the ceremony by singing the two national anthems.
Adonai.